Good morning, children. So in last class we discussed about the story of microorganisms. So in this story of microorganisms, in last class we discussed about some useful organisms. Okay. So in this useful organisms means, so some what are the bacteria will be useful to our domestic purpose, and about some microorganisms which will be used for medical purpose also. Okay. So today we are going to know about the discovery of antibiotic. Okay. So actually, what are the antibiotics? First, we have to learn here. Okay. So in last class, I said one thing, last but not least the thing. Here you see, antibiotics are also used to control the bacterial diseases in plants and animals. Okay. So here you see bacteria. Bacteria means some microorganisms. Actually, some microorganisms will be very helpful to us, and in that some microorganisms will be harmful to us also. Okay. So these harmful microorganisms were killed by these antibiotics only. Okay, so mainly here antibiotics are also used to control the bacterial diseases. Okay, in plants and animals, not only in plants and animals, even in human beings also, these antibiotics will place very important role to control the bacterial diseases like polio, hepatitis, okay, typhoid. These all will be. Okay, nowadays we all are facing the problem COVID-19. At present is all the world, complete world is getting suffered by this virus, that is COVID-19. So this is also one of the very dangerous microorganism. Okay, so for this also all the scientists throughout the world are trying to get the vaccine, means of antibiotic also. Okay, I hope very we can get it. Okay, so today we are going to know about the antibiotics, what are the antibiotics and what are the stories behind these discoveries of different types of antibiotics also. Okay, here you see in the box, we must use these antibiotics prescribed by the qualified doctor only. Okay, so antibiotics definitely we have to used by prescribed by a qualified doctor. Okay, so if you use the antibiotics without consulting a doctor, it may harm to you. Okay, so unnecessary use of antibiotics affects blood cells which fight infections also. So sometimes they may kill useful bacteria too in our intestine, and this increases the resistance towards antibiotics. So excess use of antibiotics weakens the body. So this is about the antibiotics. So antibiotics will control the bacterial diseases. So these antibiotics definitely we have to use by prescribing a qualified doctor. So without consulting, if you use these antibiotics, maybe sometimes it will get some side effects. So side effects are nothing but we are getting some problems in our intestine also. So not only that, if you are using excess use, means unnecessary, if you are using these antibiotics also, it may harmful to you. So definitely these antibiotics we have to use by prescribing a qualified doctor. Okay, so here you see children in the figure, they are giving some pictures. See, he is nothing but Dr. Alexander Fleming in his lab. So the story of discovery of antibiotic penicillin. Okay, so this antibiotic penicillin was discovered by Dr. Alexander Fleming. Okay, actually this penicillin was the antibiotic which was used to protect from bacterial diseases by the wounds. Okay, here you see Dr. Alexander Fleming was an army doctor in First World War. He observed that many injured soldiers died because of bacterial infections of wounds only. So he was working on antibiotic in his lab. So one day he mainly observed that some fungi were preventing the growth of bacteria in the petri dish. Okay, so in which he was growing bacterial colonies. He separated the substances raised by the fungus and tested it on some other diseases causing bacteria. So this substance also killed many other diseases causing bacteria. The mold of fungus separated was identified as Penicillium notatum. Okay, so the substance which was produced by the fungus penicillin is named as penicillin. So the substance that killed bacteria were generally named as antibiotics by Dr. Fleming only. Here you see Dr. Alexander Fleming was an army doctor in the First World War time. That time he found so many soldiers were died because of the bacterial infections by the wounds only. So he was worked on that bacterial diseases. So that time he found the bacteria, some substances which was growth by the fungus that was killed the bacterial infections. So that what he was found in his lab that time, that should be identified as Penicillium notatum. So from that Penicillium notatum only he got the name as the penicillin. That is a penicillin vaccine, that is a penicillin antibiotic which was used to protect from the wounds and everything. Okay, so the discovery of the antibiotic penicillin was announced in 1929. In 1945 he got the Nobel Prize for this discovery also. Okay, so along with some other scientists also, Howard Florey and Dr. Ernest B. Chain. Okay, so in 1929 the penicillin antibiotic was discovered by Dr. Alexander Fleming. So for his discovery he got the Nobel Prize in 1945 along with some two another scientists also. So the discovery of penicillin paved the way to the discovery of so many antibiotics like streptomycin, erythromycin, etc. Okay, nowadays we are using so many antibiotics. Not only this, so many antibiotics we are using now. Okay, so these all the antibiotics will have the way by this Alexander Fleming only. Okay, here you see children, the picture we know this one. He is a very familiar person to us, Dr. Yella-Pragada Subbarao. So this is a picture of Dr. Yella-Pragada Subbarao. He was born in West Godavari of Andhra Pradesh district. We are very proud to say about him. So he discovered aromycin, means tetracycline, which cures number of bacterial diseases like typhoid, plague, tuberculosis, etc. Okay, he is also very famous scientist and Dr. Yella-Pragada Subbarao. He found the antibiotic that named as the tetracycline, which will be used to cure so many bacterial diseases. Okay, so here after this, here we are going to know about the vaccine, children. So vaccines, we know this one, vaccines. So doctors prescribe medicines in the form of tablets, syrups, injections, etc. to have and control of diseases. So we are often protected against certain other diseases by vaccination only. So vaccines means, vaccines actually they are given in some small drops. In the picture also you can see children consuming polio drops. Okay, sometimes they are giving in the form of injections also. Okay, so this protects us from getting the diseases over a long period of time. So actually vaccines are used to protect us from the bacterial diseases. You may have heard the children below 5 years must take polio drops. So every year, so government, our central government provides the polio drops to the children who are there below 5 years to get the polio free country. So have you given the polio drops? So everybody should have the polio drops below 5 years only. So our national objective is to make the polio free society. So here you see children. So here we know that polio is a very dangerous disease. What could be done to make the polio free society means we have to insist everyone to take the polio drops below the 5 years only. So this is the way here we have to get the polio free country. Okay, so here you see children, in the another one, do you know, this is another one important famous scientist, Dr. Jonas Salk discovered the vaccine for polio. Okay, Jonas Salk, he was only discovered the vaccine for polio in 1952. He wanted to distribute it freely to everyone, so he never patented his polio vaccine. So Dr. Albert Sabin discovered oral polio vaccine in 1957 also. Okay, in 1952 Dr. Jonas Salk discovered the polio vaccine in 1952. So he never patented his polio vaccine because he want to distribute this one everybody freely. So after that, in 1957, Dr. Albert Sabin discovered the oral polio drops also. So whenever a disease causing this microorganism enter into our body, the body produces some defenders to fight against them. These are called the antibiotics. So whenever the bacterial diseases, so some bacteria which is causes to get the diseases, that time our body will produce some defenders to fight against that microorganisms, means to fight against that bacteria. So those defenders should be called as the antibiotics here. Okay, those are nothing but the antibodies. These antibodies fight the diseases causing microorganism. Okay, so when a vaccine is given to in which contains weak microorganism, to our body learn to fight them by producing antibodies whenever danger comes. So when the disease causing microorganisms enter in our body, they already present antibodies fight and eliminate them, and the disease is controlled. So the weakened disease causing the microorganisms which are injected into the our body is called the vaccines. So mainly these vaccines will be given to the human bodies to produce the defenders which will fight against the microorganisms which are causes to get the diseases. So these vaccines will be not only for the polio, for so many diseases also, like smallpox, chickenpox, hepatitis, for so many diseases. Here we are having nowadays we are having the vaccines also. So several vaccines and are protected against several diseases causing microorganisms. But here you see, vaccines were not known even 300 years ago. It was only after many experiments conducted by several scientists in 18th century. So in 18th century, so many experiments were conducted by so many scientists. After that only here we are getting the vaccines now. The most remarkable of such experiments were that conducted by Dr. Edward Jenner in 1796, that gives us the first vaccine against a disease caused in human. So the first vaccine was discovered by Dr. Edward Jenner in 1796. That is the first vaccine given to the human in 1796 only. This is because of so many experiments done by the Dr. Edward Jenner only. So nowadays we are using so many vaccines on large scale from microorganisms also to protect the humans and other animals from several diseases. Okay, so not only for the human beings, even for plants and animals also we have so many vaccines. Okay, so many different antibodies and antibiotics also there. Okay, so for humans mainly vaccines will be given. So these antibiotics will be given in the form of vaccines to protect from so many bacterial diseases also. Okay, so this is today's class, children. So in next class we are going to know about the discovery of smallpox vaccine and how the antibiotics will be harmful to us, means how the microorganisms will be harmful to us. Those are all the things here we have to know for the next class. Thank you.